High school. Increase education outcomes amongst the Staten that later translate to meaningful participation in higher learning and new economy. Why focus on high school? To increase academic readiness for post-secondary education, to increase education outcomes, and to provide support for those students that are falling behind. Quality provision and leadership play a pivotal role in this area. It is important for our leadership, families, communities, and partners to have high expectations and belief in our lifelong learners that they too may be able to succeed and pursue their goals and career opportunities.
I'm Miss Tom. I'm from the Shalath area. I'm in grade 12 and currently attending LSS. My future plans are to go into university to do upgrading courses and pursue a career from there. I'm not sure what I'm going to take yet though. I want to go to either Capilano or TRU just to start. When I'm at home, my family supports me by getting me to get things done and supporting me by helping me do my work. I would like the youth to know that no matter how hard things get, that if you keep on pushing, then in the end it always pays off.
In order to be successful in my education, I'm going to need to keep trying hard and pushing through school, getting good grades, and making sure that I get all my work done to get into university. At home, my support is great from my family. My mom and dad always help me as much as they can with my homework and make sure I get all my work done on time to get the grades I need and be successful in school. And they're always supporting me through my extracurricular activities like my hockey and my sports I'm enrolled in. So far I've applied for a few TRUs, many of their scholarships they're offering to me, and I'm still looking to apply for more. I just would like everyone to know just to keep working hard and follow what you want to do and don't give up on what you want to do. Go for what you want, not what other people want.
Education professionals, leaderships, governance, communities, family members who are confident in their role as supporters in education can have a positive impact and influence on their lifelong learners. Therefore, students who are expected to succeed will succeed with the expectations and the supports that are guided and provided to them through their education career.
What is valuable about high schools? For one thing, high schools are places that help to get our children ready to function in the adult world. It not only provides the lessons in the form of classrooms, but it also helps children to get the experience they need in learning everyday skills too. Skills like how to listen, how to interact with other people, how to balance a checkbook or bank accounts, and how to process and use the information you get on a daily basis for far more than just English or history, a lesson from a book. High schools are places where children grow into young adults and learn how to grow up both mentally and emotionally in a sheltered environment. Without this form of schooling, many young adults would just be thrown into business or work world and not have any sort of coping skills. High schools are vital to future job employment. Also, more than half of all jobs require at least a high school diploma. In addition, some statistics say that people who do not have a high school diploma are more likely to end up on welfare or even jail. It is this thought that this is due to many reasons, some of which is the inability to cope since they didn't learn it during the high school years. This may seem drastic, but it just shows just how vitally important high schools can be for people to get a good start in life. Going to high school is important to a future job because it shows the prospective employer that you were able to be fit into a structured environment, and if you did well in things like doing homework or fitting in with others, it also shows that you would be a good team player and a member of a group. This gives employers confidence that you can fit into their situations as well, since you were able to adapt to a high school career. Barriers of high school lifelong learners. Motivation or availability to learn. A student's availability to learn depends largely on their motivation. The personal desire to achieve results and improve knowledge, regardless of the material studied, is one of the most important factors in our lifelong learners' ability to learn. A lack of motivation is a major barrier to students' learning, and without the desire to achieve, students often end up doing the bare minimum amount of work in the classroom, enough to get by, but not enough to really enhance their learning. A lack of motivation to study typically results in students going through the motions of learning and not retaining the information. Students' learning. A student's ability to interact with others greatly impacts their learning. Also, interaction is important. In today's classroom, with an average of 17 to 24 students per teacher, discussion lessons with peer students realize their own strengths and weaknesses and enables them to improve their knowledge gaps, learning directly from their classmates and or even their teacher. Environment can also impact social skills. The culture in which a student grows up can also have a bearing impact on their ability to learn. Belonging is one of the most essential learning needs. The relationships that students form with their parents, friends, and teachers all feed into their ability to learn. The sense of belonging is important to students' social skills. Emotional factors that affect learning. Students' self-esteem plays an important role in their ability to learn. Personal issues can also affect learning. On an individual level, students often have personal issues that affect their learning. For example, students with diagnosed learning difficulties like autism will certainly have elements of learning that are far more challenging than others. Similarly, students with learning impairments like dyslexia may find that their personal barriers hinder their progress at times. On another level, factors such as transportation, location, comprehension of language, and access to resources can all present blocks to learning for some students. For example, students who live in remote locations may find that a lack of access to resources like the internet plays a big part in their ability to learn or how to access extracurricular activities and after-school programs or even to do their homework. Having an awareness of some of these learning roadblocks can help teachers, students' personal planners, and parents and caregivers understand the individual needs of their lifelong learners at any grade level. Learning barriers affect students differently, and there's no one right way to reduce them. Generally speaking, a collective effort from leadership, families, teachers, students, counselors can all support students to overcome any obstacles as a starting point. Supporting Staten students to believe in themselves and their potential. Students with a strong belief in their capacity to achieve are more likely to set themselves for challenging goals and put high degree of effort into achieving them. Research has shown that motivated and resilient students are those who believe in their abilities can be developed through their own effort and learning. Quality provision and leadership in teaching and learning can play an effective role in this area. Students who are expected to succeed are more likely to succeed. Education professionals who hold lower expectations of students may harm students' learning opportunities and outcomes. The Staten 20-year Education and Training Sustainability Plan requires the development of approaches to ensure all stakeholders hold high expectations for all learners. The high school strategic goals. Number 1. Ensure program of excellence and personalized learning. The objective? Successfully prepare students for the complexity of a rapidly changing world. Increase traditional knowledge and skills. Increase education outcomes. Number 2, increase parent and community connections. The objective: increase engagement and innovative partnerships with parents and the community. Number 3, leadership and organizational effectiveness. Objective: expand on system-wide leadership and organizational effectiveness.